Hey Lisa,
Hey
how are you?
Jordan. Okay.
Good. Glad you can come back in and join us today.
Cute.
It's been a pleasure working with you this far. Um, if you want to go ahead, we'll go ahead and get started. Is that okay with you?
Of course.
Good. Um, as we talked about before, so your major issues or your concerns are your housing, medical treatment for your daughter, and also finding that stable monthly income.
Yeah.
Would you say that would be accurate?
I definitely would say those are the top priorities for me now.
We talked about eviction as if, is it current coming up or a month away? Do you feel like it?
Yeah, I got the letter a couple weeks ago.
Mhm.
And yes, it's the only place where we've had anything of a home for any amount of time, and so that's pretty devastating. And we don't have very long until we have to get out. We have another couple weeks, and it's an enormous source of stress for me.
I'm sorry that you're dealing with this present moment while you have so many things going on in your life. But when we talk about when we talk about eviction, would this be your first time, or have you ever been evicted prior to this?
Yeah, I'd say it was a little less formal than an eviction. It's usually just being asked to leave or kicked out of whatever living room we're staying in, or couch we're crashing on, a boyfriend's house that we're staying with. It's definitely not the first time. It's been a chronic issue over and over again.
How does that make you feel?
That other people can dictate if I'm safe, or not. It makes me feel angry and powerless. Feel pretty walked on at times. And I feel like I'm not able to be, a mother. The one thing I want to really do well is provide for my kids, and I can't because I need other people. I'm so dependent, and it's powerless, I think is the word.
Could you tell me a little bit about your kids and being a mother?
I had my son very young, and my daughter was an unexpected surprise. I was not really even able to sufficiently care for my son and myself, and then my daughter, and she has the health issues. I love my kids. I love my kids, but it's it's so hectic, and I just can't ever seem to get ahead, get anything stable and underneath us.
So your son is 12, right?
Almost, yeah.
Almost 12, so he's 11.
Mm-hmm.
And do you feel like y'all at a good place, or you feel like he's at a good place?
I wouldn't say that. No. He lately, especially, has really been acting up. Being in this last apartment, he's gotten maybe a little better, but I know it's he knows about the eviction and is started again with his anger, and I caught him stealing money out of my purse. I thought I was losing it. I thought, well, of course, I'm bad with money. I can't manage anything. And yeah, it turns out he's been stealing it. He's been undermining what I've been trying to do, and I know I shouldn't yell at him, but I get so frustrated because I try so hard.
Right.
Yeah, and he spends money on toys, and it's disrespectful, and there's so much disrespect already that I get from everywhere. I don't need it from him.
Absolutely. Having said that, could you take into consideration, or could you feel that on top of your stress, your son also has stress and things that he's dealing with? Because 11 years old is a tough age. He's going through a lot of changes. He's going through a lot of school, and at home, do you also feel like he could have that a level of stress here too?
And I hadn't really thought about it. I guess it could be more than just kind of spreading disrespect. I guess it's a possibility. I just hadn't considered it. Yeah, that yeah.
11 is a tough age. It's a really tough age. And then add on any other stress or any other barriers that could be a little more tough for him. So I would kind of advise you to take that into consideration.
No, it's a valid point. Yeah, I know that the kids at school tease him too because he doesn't have the nicest clothes, and so I mean I know he gets teased a little bit. So that yeah, I guess he probably has his own stress.
So going back to your earlier, you mentioned the word powerless. You mentioned the word helplessness. You mentioned some words that tells me that your self-esteem level is a little low. Could be a little low. How accurate is that?
Well, I don't really have a time to think about my self-esteem very much.
Let's take this. This is 0. Your self-esteem is all the way here, and this is 10. Your self-esteem is very high. Rate your self-esteem level for me.
I don't know if it's ever been a 10, but this is a hard time. I'd say that right now, with maybe like on good days, maybe a year, and a lot of times it's a lot lower. It's under. I mean,
Being under there,
yeah.
is how does that? How do you feel?
Those are the times like this, and especially in a couple weeks when the eviction's real. Like those times are when when the boyfriends start getting really controlling, when they get mean, and they remind me that I am helpless and I am powerless, and that I'm trying to hold it together so hard. And as I thought I was getting a little bit of control and was losing it again.
If it's okay with you, I would also like to add for us to work on your self-esteem and work on letting you know that you have help and you're doing a great job as a parent. Letting you know that you've been able to, even though you feel like by going from place to place on a couch and a corner, you've been able to keep a safe, warm shelter over your children's head, and that says a lot. So I personally think that you are a great parent by being able to take care of them, by being able to keep them safe. So just know that don't beat yourself up. Know that you are doing a good job.
Thank you.
Okay?
That
Remember
means a
that.
lot.
Remember.
Hearing that. Thank you.
Let's work on let's talk about your monthly stable monthly income. Are you currently working?
Yeah. I clean houses.
Okay.
I am. But it's being paid under the table. There's there's not a lot of control I have. I can't, I don't sign contracts with people, so they can just pay me whatever they kind of want to. If it's, sometimes it's just like $6, $7 even an hour. But if after I've cleaned a house, if someone offers me $20, 7 hours of work, I just kind of have to take it and smile, because I need that money so bad. It's a level of just desperation that I want something to change. I just don't know how to do it.
Let's pull out another strength. Another strength is that attitude that you just had. You take it with a smile because you need it and you have to do what you have to do to take care of your family. That's a strength. The fact that you continue to go back.
Thank you.
We can continue to work on finding that stable income. and making sure that you have what you need, because I'm sure you have good work ethic. For someone and for people to keep you employed, you have to have good work ethic. So I want you to continue your correct work ethics and see what we can work out and have that could possibly be in store for you for better. Okay?
Thank you. That really that helps
No
a lot. I
problem.
do work. I work so hard, and
I'm sure.
thank you. It means a lot for someone to see it.
Now you stated that your daughter had legal citizenship if she was born here, correct? Now, is she getting any type of governmental assistance for her medical treatments and things?
Oh no, no, no! I've been waiting. I mean, if I tried to apply for anything and they found out I was illegal, I mean, I'm in constant fear of being deported. And then I don't know what would happen to me or to my children. And no, I don't know. I don't know how she would qualify for. I mean, because I'm illegal, so wouldn't that keep anyone from wanting to help her?
You would think so. You would think so, and a lot of people do think so. But that is not 100% true. There are assistance out there that you can get because of being in a mixed household. We have federal programs in a mixed household, and you have a child who is a legal citizen. There's things that can work in your favor. We can also look into finding things that could help her, help each person in the family to be helped in different ways. So don't think because you're illegal, there's nothing out there. I remember we talked about HUD one time and Section 8. Now, I don't think that's an option, but there's ways around it. Last time we met, we talked about using policies and procedures to advocate for yourself and get what you need. We're going to revisit that. But right as of now, that's not out the window. We can definitely look into getting your daughter some medical treatment because her health is very important. And with your son being a minor still, there's some things that we can do from here. So don't give up on that. Don't give up on that. And make sure you're asking these questions because when you ask questions, I can help you and guide you through it. Okay?
Okay.
So that's another thing we're gonna put on this list if that's okay with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So that's something we can work on. If I am clear, we can walk back over the things that we're going to be working on. So number one was the eviction. So that's coming up, and we need to get a handle on that immediately. So what I'll try to do is try to set you up some emergency, either some type of emergency assistance. We have some things here that could probably work for you. Some emergency assistance, some food stuff. Those things should help you and assist you for a while. So that's just like a starting place. So let's find somewhere to start. Let's start somewhere and work our way to greater things. Does that sound all right?
Yeah, sounds really good. Yeah.
After eviction, income. We're gonna we're gonna try to work on some income. And then of course that medical treatment. And once one starts to fall in place, you can start working on it and other things just start falling right where they need to be. So you address this one, and we're able to address this one and this one and this one, and things start working out for you. I just want you to remember the great things that you have. Don't lose sight of where you're trying to go in life. Don't lose sight on your children. Like I said before, you've been able to keep a roof over their head. You are a great parent. Make sure that, and also one thing I do want to add, if it's okay. So we're discussing. So remember, this is a collaborative effort. I'm here to help you and guide you. And I want to say thank you for allowing me to guide you safely through this process and helping you get to where you want to be ultimately. But I do want to talk about ways to talk to your son, ways to get him to assist him, guide him, and let him kind of grow into his own. I know that's hard to say, 11-year-old, but
if you think that some things that would help, of course I'm open. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I say. Just let's go do this together, and together we will help you. We will get you where you want to be ultimately. I believe in you. You came over to this country, and your English. Remember, you didn't know any English.
No.
You didn't have anywhere to go. You had your son, and you made it. You're still making it. You're surviving. How did it feel coming over here knowing no one, having nothing, that language barrier. How did that feel for you?
It was so scary. You know, I felt just like jumping off a cliff, and then there I had my son taking a small child with me, and you know we barely held it together, and the distance with knowing he and I has been really hard because we've always, you know, we've gone through all of it together,
Right.
and I think that is a good priority to work on too, because I need that closeness. It's my family. That's this thing I have. The only constant thing, you know, there's the strength there, and I want that back a lot.
And I'm glad you noticed that. That's a strength that you have. Your family is a strength. You care about them a lot. You want the best for them. That's very positive. That's a very good strength to have. Just keep your eye on the prize and help me, help you, and together, everyone, we're gonna get you. I can't say that enough. I believe in you so much. Continue to come back. Continue to work with me. Continue to do what you do, and you're gonna be all right. So you're gonna be all right.
Thank you. I've never had someone talk to me this way and offer so much hope.
And there's a lot of hope. I like that word. You use a lot of great words that are also strength. So don't look at those things as bad. Don't look at those things. Those are all positive things. You're using the great words, come from a strength perspective. So I'm going to ask you to do one more thing for me.
Okay.
Remember this?
Yeah.
After our conversation, where does your self-esteem lie?
I mean,
I see a smile too. That's a good thing.
yeah, it's I'll smile a whole lot. I mean, I've
Look
done
at
that over half.
So look at that from where you were and where you are now.
Thank you.
Continue to grow, Lisa. Continue to build that self-esteem, power, help. You're gonna be, you're not gonna be helplessness. Continue. Okay.
Okay, so like the same time next week, right?
Same time next week. You up for it?
Absolutely.
Can't make it? You got my number. You got my email. You got any way you need to contact me. You have it. I look forward to seeing you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.